Hi folks, Mr. Long here. Today I'm going to go over some prior knowledge that you need to complete the square with quadratics. Now, the first thing we need to address is how do we go about determining half of what a fraction's worth? Well, let's do it with pictures, and then from that we'll develop the rule. So say you want to get half of 1/4, right? You want to get half of a quarter. Well, what do? Well, let's draw a picture of a quarter. So that's a quarter right there. So if I want half of that quarter, then it would make sense that I need about that much right there, right? The part in green. So I need about half of that. So I'm going to go over here and draw that in right here. Well, now it's a fraction, so I've got to cut it into equal sizes, equal parts. So there. But if you notice, this piece here results in two pieces where I had every one piece here. So I need to continue to do that around the fraction. There. So what have I got now? Eighths. So 1/4, half of 1/4 is 1 out of 8, 1/8. Okay, so what we can see there is one of the ways to get half of a fraction is to double the bottom. Right? Keep the number of pieces the same, but make the pieces a lot smaller. A 1/8 piece is half as big as a 1/4 piece. Right? So keep the top the same and double the bottom. Okay, here's another strategy. Suppose I want to get half of 4/5. So I drew a picture of 4/5. Now, I've got that picture of 4/5 in front of me. How do I get half of that? Well, this is even easier, really. I can just take two of those squares and get rid of the shading. Now I have half of the squares shaded. And that new fraction is equal to 2/5. Okay, so if you notice, what did I do? Well, I just took the top and I divided by 2. Okay, I kept the bottom the same. Now, when can you do this? Well, pretty obviously, the only nice numbers to divide by 2 are even numbers. So, divide the top of the fraction by 2 if the top is even, if you want to get half of a fraction. Okay, then let's go to this one. What do you think the rule is on this one then? If the top is odd, double the bottom. By doubling the bottom, we make the pieces twice as small. Okay? And keeping the top the same. Okay, so now let's go through and do a couple examples here. So calculate half of each fraction, then square the half of the fraction. Represent in lowest terms. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, the top is odd for this one, 3/8. That means I double the bottom. Oh, what's that going to be? So I'm going to take 1/2 of 3/8. That's multiplying. And then I'm going to keep the top the same. And 2 times 8 is 16, right? Or just double the bottom. In fact, I don't even want to show that. Sorry. I don't even want to show that. I just want to do the shortcut. So that's going to be, I'm going to double the bottom, 3/16. Now what I want to do is square the half of the fraction. I want to square that. So that becomes 9 over 256. Okay, now I better double check and see, is 9 a factor of 256? So let's go to my calculator. 256 divided by 9 equals, that's not right. There. No, it's not. 28.444. So that's well, I should do 256 divided by 3 as well. 256, because 3 is a factor of 9. Okay, no, that's the decimal, so I can't lower that. That's the lowest terms. Okay, 9 out of 256. Now, I think the answer over here, though, says 2 out of 57. That must be a mistake. Okay, so 6/7. So now the top is even. So I can just take half of the top. Half of 6 is, or divide the top by 2, 3/7. Now I square that. 3 squared is 9. 7 squared is 49. Okay, 9/49. Okay. All right, so now we have that. So what you want to do now is to go through and do all of those questions. Okay, do all of those questions. Answers are over here. Okay, good luck, folks.